The hijab issue, massive protests in fact taking place outside the Providence Girls Higher Secondary School in Kozhikode by Muslim student bodies, namely the SIO and MSF, after a 11th standard girl was not allowed to come to school wearing a hijab last week.
So what is being said, those protest pictures that are coming in where the student discontinued with her studies from the school after her parents and family members intervened and the management did not change their stance. Now the student groups are demanding that the education department should stop the affiliation for the school as the school is taking an anti-constitutional step. Now the police has also become dispersing the crowd there, which has been stopped in front of the school by the cops using barricades. Let me go across to Vivek, who is joining us live. Vivek, exactly the issue, how did it spiral out of control, and then the manner in which the police is finding hard to disperse the crowd?
Let me just give our viewers the background of this particular issue. It was last week that this girl and her parents had approached the school authorities saying that they should be allowed to wear hijab in the school. Remember, Providence Girls Higher Secondary School in Kozhikode is a private institution run by a Christian management. Now there is no hijab that's allowed. There is a uniform which is common for every girl in the school, right from lower secondary school to higher secondary school. That's from 4th standard to 12th standard. But the girl and her parents was insisting that they have to wear the hijab, and hence the school authorities said that it's not possible, and she was given the TC and she has left the school and she has decided to join the model school in Calicut. Now remember, ever since then, from yesterday onwards, various Muslim organizations including the SIO and the MSF has been protesting against the school authorities, saying that the school is acting against the constitution, it is acting against the law. But the school authorities have very clearly maintained that being a private institution, being a minority institution, it has certain dress code which is common for everyone. Now that is exactly what they are following, according to which hijab is not allowed. And that's the reason why they said that they cannot allow this 11th standard girl to wear the hijab, and that's actually not gone well with the parents and the relatives. And then we saw them taking the TC and leaving the school. So the SIO and the MSF
in the court. We're expecting a verdict likely by 14th of October. Okay, I believe we have Zeenat Shaukat Ali joining us on the broadcast. Vivek, stay on with us once again, and this time around in Kerala, massive protests for hijab. Zeenat Shaukat Ali.
Yeah, you see, the thing is that I was told that this school had already permitted the hijab and suddenly they stopped it. We have to now wait for the Supreme Court judgment. You see, we are all, and the judgment has been reserved. So till the judgment does not come out, how can we, comment on this? I would say that, the Honorable Supreme Court, whatever the Honorable Supreme Court said, we have to go by that. And there is no need to protest or anything. You have to wait till the judgment comes.
Well, that's the point, that they're not ready to wait there, and that is why we're looking at such kind of a scuffle, and that is taking place with the police there. Zeenat ji, thank you very much for joining in. Let me go back to Vivek on this. Vivek, what exactly has the school has to say? Have it changed its stance before? Does it used to allow the hijab in school? All right, Vivek, just stay on with us. Apologies. Abba Singh is also with us on the phone line. Abba Singh ji, the Supreme Court has reserved its verdict. Meanwhile, we're looking at the hijab issue that seems to be spiraling out of control from Karnataka now to Kerala now.
This clearly shows that there is a lot of politics involved in hijab issue. At a time when in Iran they are protesting to remove hijab, they are wanting freedom from hijab. Here young school students are saying that they will drop out of school, they will not enter without wearing a hijab. I think the school is very much within their rights to stop, because right now the matter is sub judice, and also the education bill clearly says that the schools have a right to impose a uniform. So I think we should not politicize it, give time to Supreme Court to take a decision, and uniform has to be similar for everyone. So we need to wait for the Supreme Court judgment.
Absolutely. As far as Karnataka protest was concerned, the government of Karnataka in the court said that the students were acting as per the advice that was given to them on someone else's direction. In this particular case also, do you believe there's an unseen hand that these protests are being organized?
Absolutely. Because how would these young children know that what is right and wrong, what is politics, what is not, and also whether now the issue which is there before the Supreme Court, that is hijab an essential practice of the religion, does it need to cover up? So these things are very technical issues. How would these children know? These are young minds, young girls, vulnerable minds, and we can see protests against hijab in Iran all over, where women are saying no further, it is our freedom of speech and expression. So I think rather than politicizing it, let us wait for the Supreme Court order, and when hijab is not an essential practice, we should not try to politicize it.
Awa Singh, thank you very much for getting us your perspective. This protest has been organized by Muslim student body SIO and MSF. Vivek continues to be with us. Vivek, as Amita was asking you earlier, what was the school's stand? Did the issue erupt all of a sudden? Were objections raised all of a sudden?
Remember, this school have a uniform code, a clear uniform code according to which there is no hijab or any such religious symbols that can be allowed. Now, be it for any student. Now, this has been following for decades. Remember, this school called Providence Girls High Secondary School. It's a very old school, and there is no such, a separate uniform or hijab or any such things happening in this school. And everyone knows it. Now, this girl of the 11th standard girl, along with her parents, has been insisting from last week that they should be allowed to wear hijab, and which the school authorities were objecting to. She also, spoke to the collector. She also took up this matter with the state government and also with the state education department. They said that it's up to the school authority to decide this matter. Remember that this
Vivek,
issue,
why all of
the
a
entire
sudden is the
issue of
question?
hijab
Is the
itself,
girl new to the school? Has she just taken admission, or has she always been part of the school? And if that is the case, that the girl and the family very well knows the kind of dress code that the school follows.
Remember, see, the girl and the parents clearly know the dress code as far as this school is concerned. They are well aware of it. But, the girl said that, she has every right to wear a hijab inside the school. And she came to the school, which the school authorities were objecting to. They said that they cannot change their rule all of a sudden. They have a rule which is existing in the school for quite a long time, and they are just following it. So basically, there seems to be a clear misunderstanding from the side of the parents as far as the uniform is concerned, and that is the reason why these organizations...
That remains to be seen there, because Vivek, it couldn't have happened out of the blue, right? Because even when it comes to the case of Karnataka College there was a group of girls who started protesting. Are we talking about just one student here who started with the protest and the fight to wear hijab?
Exactly. This is just one student who raised this issue. Her parent has raised this issue, and she has been, telling the school authority
that. Apologies for interrupting you. Brinda Karat is with us on the phone line. Ma'am, what do you have to say on this ongoing situation?
A correction.
I beg your pardon. Brinda Adige is with us right now. Brinda, you saw what really happened in Karnataka colleges, and here is a school there, a senior secondary school in Kerala. A girl is ready to drop out and leave her studies, but she wants to wear the hijab. This has happened out of the blue.
Yes, I think we need to understand that education is a very, very important, especially for girls and girls from minority groups like the Muslim community. Now, we may have a lot of things to say about why a hijab is regressive or why a ghungat is regressive. Here, the access to education is more important. And if this girl has been made to make such an unfortunate choice, because I again believe that was a choice, where she says that, okay, I can't come to school because I'm not allowed to wear the hijab and I have to stay back, not access education, so be it. Because for her it is more important to be part of that family, part of that community. And now we want to ask the question, what did the school gain by not allowing her to wear the hijab? What does the school even gain when they put these kind of restrictions on women, when the clothing what they are wearing is not going to affect any other child negatively?
But Brinda Adige, this was never part of the uniform is what the school is saying. That's what our reporter is telling us as well. All of a sudden this issue has come up. Last week the girl decided to show up at the school wearing a hijab.
Okay? So if it wasn't part of the uniform and the girl chose to wear it, do they have a rule that they mustn't wear that?
Well, there is a set uniform code that is set across by the schools there, and in fact it should be waited till the appropriate times come when the judgment is given out by the Supreme Court. Isn't it, Brinda? Thank you very much for your point of view there. Rahul Ishwar is also with us on the phone line. Rahul Ishwar, how do you see the turn of events there from Karnataka now to Kerala school?
Absolutely, violence can never be justified. Violence and instigating violence has been a part of the playbook of all the hardliners. That is extremely unfortunate. Hope a much more serious and sensible response from them are there. And if they have any grievance, they can approach the courts. That's how a reasonable person should behave. But from Kerala to Karnataka to various places, in the name of protest, they are instigating violence. They are inciting people. That is absolutely uncalled for, illegal, and absolutely unacceptable.
You know, the matter is already in court. There's clearly some sort of a desperation, anticipating that it could go against them, maybe that has caused them to hit the streets. What's your analysis?
I know they are planning to take out their ultimate card called the victim card. See, please remember, many people who are seeing this should understand Kerala is home to some great Muslim organizations like Muslim League, like an evolving Jamaat-e-Islami, like a MES. But Popular Front of India is a hardline organization who is bent upon portraying India in a negative light, saying that Muslims in India are being victimized. It is not Muslims, but the hardliners, the Islamists, who are being subjected to scrutiny because, as NIA points out, they have been even ties to international organizations. And please remember, I'm proud Malayali and a proud Keralite. But at the same point of time, nearly 100 people from Kerala went to join ISIS. Kerala is India is a haven for pluralism, harmony. Why should these people go and join the ISIS? So there's a very serious problem. We should not shy away from it, but we should address it head on.
Absolutely. So this is the hijab issue here that the people there seems to be addressing it. Rahul Ishwar, thank you very much for your point of view. Let me go back to Vivek on this because Vivek, are we looking at more such protests because it is just about one girl there and you are talking about a certain misunderstanding that happened? How does these student bodies also step in?
Yes, as you said, this is one of such incidents that happened, especially in the recent days, because earlier there was no such, a number of such students racing. Earlier also, last year also, one girl from Calicut have raised this issue and has, met the Chief Minister. Now, this is the second such incident that happened in Kozhikode, in Providence Girls Higher Secondary School. And now, what we understand is that, various student organizations have also stepped up their protest against the school, saying that the school is actually following a regressive step by not allowing the girl to attend the classes wearing a dress of her choice. Now, but the question here is that the issue entirely is in Supreme Court now. It's up to the Supreme Court to decide, on this matter. Before that, the various student organization taking up this matter and questioning the school authorities'
what is
decision.
The state government stand? In Karnataka, it was the state versus the students who were protesting for hijab. What is the state government stand in Kerala on the issue?
See, as far as Kerala state government is concerned, state government has clearly said that every private institute, especially minority institute, can take their own decision as far as uniforms are concerned. But in government schools, there is no such, there is nothing like a ban for hijab. But as far as private institutes, especially minority institute, the Kerala government has made its stand very clear. It's up to the school to decide as take a decision on what uniform.
So it remains that the Kerala government officially will not be taking a stand on this issue there because they're remaining, especially when it comes to the scuffle that can be seen on your screens. This is happening right outside the school there, where apparently a girl who wanted to attend her classes wearing the hijab was said no. We're looking at the Muslim student organizations now stepping in, and we're looking at how they are having the scuffle with the police there, where barricades are also being broken.